Only a spoonful. 3 simple words. 5 vowels. 5 consonants. Perfectly balanced. A mirror to the darkness and the light within us all. We as a society have been blessed with the wonder that is King Bach's Only a Spoonful vine. I'm going to be analyzing it here today and giving you my opinion on why it is the most powerful piece of comedic genius that has ever been constructed. First, I want to start by defining a few things. Let's start with AO. This is the very first thing said in the video. According to Wordnik, AO can simply be a greeting. However, as with everything in this video, there's a far deeper and more dangerous meaning. AO, interjection, African American vernacular, informal, defined, a greeting. Definition 2, noun, a strategy game. That is what this video is, within the first word. If one is astute to the definition, they can instantly pick out our villain's nefarious purpose. The friend that we see later in this video realizes this far too late and suffers the consequence. This is no simple game of cat and mouse. This is a strategy game where the planning is at the level of the Allies during the Second World War. This isn't your grandmother's Risk anymore. And you can see this in King Bach's face. Critics might claim King Bach in this case was saying A, not AO, rendering this argument null and void. But I tell you that in this case, it is far more likely that he was shortening AO to A. While he may have had said A, his intention was AO. His heart was set on this double meaning. If we look at the rest of this sentence structure, we can see this proven. Quote, A, parenthesis, O, close parenthesis, dog. Can I get some ice cream? End quote. Now the thing about A is that according to Urban Dictionary, it is used to contact someone when you do not know their name. However, the use of the word dog is interesting here. Dog is defined by Urban Dictionary as a way of contacting a close friend and or, I quote, a homie. A homie is someone you know the name of. King Bach here was simply shortening AO down to A to confuse his, quote, homie. Some may argue that King Bach in this video was not our unnamed victim's, quote, homie. However, I disagree. A persistent neurotic impulse to steal, especially without economic motive. Kleptomania. A compulsive need to take, to steal. That is what King Bach portrays here. A dangerous personality trait. A quote from the Cosmopolitan, quote, kleptomaniacs often instinctually get very clever about hiding their disorder. Now if you know how the rest of King Bach's video goes here, you don't need me to explain how this is a clever way of siphoning more ice cream out of a friend than what should typically have been given. However, if you do not know, let me give you a little taste of what is to come. 3 words. Comically, large, spoon. Let's continue with the idea that perhaps King Bach's character is suffering from kleptomania. Can I get some ice cream? Immediately after this, King Bach's homie states, only a spoonful. Ice cream. King Bach was born in Ontario, Canada. However, in his early life, he moved to West Palm Beach, Florida. This makes it safe to assume what kind of ice cream we are dealing with. American/Canadian brands typically come in packaging that makes spoons comfortably fit inside of them. It is also safe to assume the size of the ice cream we are dealing with. There are 2 options. Option number 1, 500 grams of ice cream, or approximately 50 to 60 spoonfuls. This is assuming that the ice cream is about the size of a Ben & Jerry's cup, in which case what King Bach does to his poor homie should be considered a war crime. Alternatively, there are larger ice creams that can range anywhere from 210 to 2,500 grams. For this situation, I'm going to be going with the healthy assumption of 1,728 grams of Kirkland Signature vanilla ice cream. A spoonful in this case would imply around 2.5 grams would enter King Bach's body, as that would be the average amount of ice cream a spoon could hold. Now, for those of you who have not seen the rest of the video, I am sure you do not understand how this could be funny or a reflection of darkness and light in humanity. However, it shall all become clear now. There is evil in every human heart, which may remain latent, perhaps, through the whole life, but circumstances may rouse it to activity. Nathaniel Hawthorne. At first this scene may seem funny. King Bach pulls out a massive spoon, comically large, if you will, and music begins to play in the background as he opens the fridge. You click away, and the video is done and over with. You move on to your next funny vine without a second thought. There's far more here than just a large spoon and ice cream music. There's a malfeasance and commentary on society. Whenever I say kleptomania, two things should come to mind: the mental disorder and big business. It may have been unclear to us at first. However, King Bach is making a commentary on the exploitation of resources. The resources on this planet belong to no one and must be protected. I believe most people would agree with me on that. That is what the homie represents: hard-working and good individuals like you. We attempt to say over and over again to these big businesses represented here by King Bach himself, quote, "Only a spoonful," unquote, only to be smacked in the face by a sad truth. These businesses are always carrying a comically large spoon with them. The ice cream in the fridge represents the resources we all need. However, comically large spoons require a comically large amount of ice cream to complete the punchline. All of this wickedness that you can see on King Bach's face as he goes to get the ice cream, it all makes it so painfully obvious that not only our resources are being extorted, but us as well. These businesses attempt to mask it with cute music and campaigns, just as King Bach tried to lighten the mood with his ice creamy cream music. But it will not work any longer. King Bach has made it clear to me, and I hope all of you, that this is an injustice that plagues nations around the world. All humans are this corruptible when given money and power. The corruption takes us to lengths we never thought we would go, places we never thought we could venture, but we arrive there. We all arrive at the comically large spoon, one way or another.
Then I go.
Then I won't make it back to you.